In this video, I'd like to explain the idea of perpetual motion. What I'm going to explain is a perpetual motion generator that I built 25 years ago. Didn't complete it because I had to put a lot more money into it, but to prove the principle and of how that works. Basically, I'm going to go very quickly and simple and describe it. People are putting some 0-point energy, putting on perpetual motion ideas on the internet. What I had done was a lot better. So what I want you to imagine, say you take a cylinder, say 2, 3, 4 feet long. You take 2 cylinders and you put fins on the cylinders around there. I don't know, 10, 15, 20 of them, however you want to put them on there. Now what you're going to do is take the cylinder, you're going to mount one like this, stationary with bearings. The other one over here you mount on bearings, but this one will move in and out. Okay? Now you'd have this stationary one, it'll hook onto a shaft, onto a gearbox where there's 2 gears in there, running like this. The other one comes out with a universal joint on it, so that will allow the one to move in and out of the other one. Off the gearbox goes to your generator. Now what you do is you take these fins like this, and you mount magnets on them. So what you do is this stationary one, you have twice as many magnets or twice as strong of magnets than the one that moves in and out. So what happens is they push each other around. So when you got to have them just set just in the right place and configure them, machine them just right. There are lots of different ways to design and to do this, by the way. So, but you have to have, because magnets will go like this and like this, right? Polarized magnets. So when you polarize north, south, north, whatever, and you have them just in the right place, one will push the other one. One pushes it, but because of the gearbox, one gives, one pushes. But when the one gives, it helps to turn and push the other one, and it starts to turn like this when you pull them in like this. And they push each other. It's just like a car engine. So every time each one of them hit each other, it's like a cylinder in a car engine, like that, right? So it goes and spins around like that. So every rotation gives you energy, and quite quickly. Now, the biggest issue why I didn't complete it was I had to spend a lot of money at the time to, because of perpetual motion, you have to have governors in there to govern the speed, because, and especially as a generator is drawing different amounts of energy, because this thing's going to keep going faster and faster, and you got to govern it, pull it in and out. Not just with, say, electronic device, it also has to have manual overrides as well, with weight systems or all kinds of different things that'll pull it apart if it goes too fast, because it'll just burn the bearings out and go through a concrete wall. Very dangerous. Okay, so we keep that one in mind. So I just want to explain that one, but I'm explaining it now because it's actually very old technology. Lots of people have built the same ideas of these things. Even I know some old order Mennonites that had built these type of things, different, mine better idea. But there's so many new technologies that are coming out now, higher frequency technologies. Like a friend of mine, nuclear physicist, his father designed, I think, the CANDU nuclear reactor. He's a nuclear physicist. They proved cold fusion works, and many other things. Thorium, why do we use thorium instead of, there's all kinds of new alternatives to energy, right? So just explaining this one, lots of people had made these things, so to really patent the idea, lots of people have made these things. So this whole idea, ideally, if you built it in a big way, and over years you keep building and building them and building them, instead like wind generators. To build really a small one, yeah, you can build it for yourself, but it's still going to cost a lot of money, and you still have to maintain it. There's better things that will be coming along. This is really good for I know because I live in Canada, way up in northern Canada, you got lots of remote villages and things, and you got to bring in fuel to keep electricity generators. So this is good for a remote, because it would cost a lot of money to build one of these things as well, even if you make it in China. So anyways, I just explained that little simple thing about perpetual motion. I did it just because people said it's impossible. I said, what do you mean it's impossible? No, I just built one. Anyways, I have lots of videos explaining quantum physics, crop circles, about extraterrestrials, higher dimensional law, quantum, all kinds of things I'm explaining. Just to put this one, watch all my other videos. You'll find them very interesting. A lot of very groundbreaking stuff in some of them. So, thank you.